gonna start the class with this question. What did you do on the weekend? On the weekend, what do you do on the weekend? For example, on the weekend, I played a lot of video games. I played a lot of video games. This is me, teacher Charlie, right? Okay, what about you, Paula? What do you do on the weekend?
I visited my grandparents.
We're good. Paula visited her grandparents. What about you, Alison? What do you do on the weekend?
I watch TV.
Forget. I watch TV. Alison. Sorry. Scarlett, what do you do on the weekend?
I did my homework.
I did my homework, says Scarlett. Excellent. Okay, what about David? What do you do on the weekend, David?
I watched a series over the weekend.
Forget. Watch a series over the week. This is David. Jonathan, what do you do on the weekend?
I did homework.
I did homework, says Jonathan. Okay, we're good. What about Sophie? What do you do on the weekend, Sophie?
I watch the movies.
I watched movies, you can say. And she's Sophie. Thank you. What about you, Rosita? What do you do on the weekend?
I spend time with my family.
Time with my family. Excellent, Rosita. Thank you. What about Danny? What do you do on the weekend, Danny?
I went shopping with my sister.
Shopping with my sister, says Danny. Excellent. What about Heidi? What do you do on the weekend, Heidi?
I did my homework.
Did my homework. We're good. This is Heidi. Martin, what do you do on the weekend?
I was training boxing.
Was training boxing. Excellent. Is Martin. Emily, what do you do on the weekend?
I went to Quito with my cousin.
To Quito with my cousin. Emily. We're good. Helen, what do you do on the weekend?
I went for a walk with my friends.
Walk with my friends. We're good. Helen. Cami, what do you do on the weekend?
I did my homework of chessmetry.
My homework of geometry, ¿quieres decir geometría? Yes.
No, chessmetry. Química.
Chemistry. We're good. Okay. Entonces no se dice my homework of, se dice my chemistry homework. Homework, okay? Chemistry homework. Okay. Dome or Ismael, what do you do on the weekend?
I went to practice
Soccer in my school.
Very good. Practice soccer in my school. Dome, what do you do on the weekend?
I did I did my homework.
We're good. In my homework, says Dome, right? Very good. So this weekend, on the weekend, I played a lot of video games. Paula visited her grandparents. Alison watched TV. Scarlett did her homework. David watched a series over the weekend. Jonathan did homework. Sophie watched movies. Rosita spent time with her family. Danny went shopping with her sister. Heidi did her homework. Martin was training boxing. Emily went to Quito with her cousin. Helen went for a walk with her friends. Cami did chemistry homework. Ismael went to practice soccer in his school. And Dome did her homework, right? Excellent, guys. Okay, let's continue, please. Okay, my friends. So, today. Hey guys, so today, let's start. Okay, so we have these time expressions in the book. It says time expressions, right? It says complete the time expressions using a word from the box. But to know how to complete, we have to know, para saber cómo completar, tenemos que saber sobre estas tres, que son prepositions of time, preposiciones de tiempo, prepositions of time. So we're going to have a little class about these three prepositions of time, okay? ¿Qué son las prepositions of time? At, it, on, y cómo las usamos, okay? At, it, on, and how we use these prepositions of time, okay? So, ok, alguna vez ya vimos estas prepositions of time, pero vamos a hacer igual un récord de ellos, ok? Prepositions of time. Here we go. Okay, guys. So, prepositions of time. What are prepositions of time? Please, Rosita, start reading.
Prepositions of time are words that show when something happens. They tell you the time relationship between an action and a moment in the time.
Very good. Prepositions of time are words that show when something happens. Nos muestra cuando algo sucede, okay? They tell us the time relationship between an action and a moment in time. Nos dicen, es la relación entre una acción y un momento en el tiempo, right? Ya vamos a ver a qué se refiere. It says, please continue reading, Danny.
We mainly use at in and on to talk about time. At for a specific time or moment. On for times and that dates.
Days and
In
dates. Days and dates.
days and dates. In for months, years, season, or long periods of time.
Very good. Excellent. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, arreglar una cosita. Okay. Hey, my friends. So, how do we use prepositions of time? Prepositions of time. Las preposiciones de tiempo básicamente van antes de un tiempo en específico en el que nosotros vamos a hablar en la oración. ¿Ok? Va antes de esa palabra que tiene que ver con el tiempo, obviamente, right? Pues y está antes de, por eso se llama preposición, preposition, right? For example, we use at. It says a specific time, right? Please, Emily, read the meaning.
Meaning we use at for a specific point in time. The exact moment something happens.
Very good. So we use that for a specific point in time. The exact moment something happens. Para un punto específico en el tiempo utilizamos at exactamente en el momento en el que ocurre, right? For example, let's read about the uses. Helen, read the uses of at.
Exact times, hours, or moments, certain parts of the day, holidays when we think of the day as a point.
Very good. Exact times, momentos exactos. Exact times, hours or moments. Certain parts of the day, partes del día. This could be, for example, morning, afternoon, night, evening, etc. Right? Etc. First evening, then night. Night, right? Etc. Holidays when we think the day as a point. Okay, for example, right? We talk about specific times. Here we have an example with a specific time. Please, Scarlett, read the first example.
The class start at 7 a.m. 30 o'clock.
Very good. The class starts at 7:30, right? Here we're using at because it's exact time. La clase empieza a las 7:30, right? The class starts at 7 o'clock, right? Give me 1 minute, guys. Deme un minutito. Okay, so, for example, en el inglés, como les he dicho, el inglés es mucho más sencillo que el español. Right? Tiene muchas menos palabras, es más directo, más al punto. Porque, por ejemplo, at, en español solemos decir, por ejemplo, a las, a la, en. Hay tres preposiciones diferentes para este mismo preposition, que en el inglés solo existe uno, que es at. For example, the class starts at 7:30. La clase empieza a las 7:30, for example, right? For example. Here we have this second example, please. Let's go with Cami. Cami, read this second example, please.
I go to bed at midnight.
Very good. I go to bed at midnight. Me voy a dormir a la medianoche, for example, right? Here we're using what? At we're using for certain parts of the day. Partes específicas del día. For example, midnight, medianoche. We have here an example, right? We go to bed at midnight. Let's go with the next example. It's the same kind of example, right? Martin, let's go with this third example, please.
Mande, teacher, perdón, no lo escuché bien.
This third example, my friend, read. Lee este tercer ejemplo. We
have lunch at noon.
Very good. We have lunch at noon, for example, right? Here we're talking about noon. Estamos hablando sobre el mediodía. Morning, you can say also noon, mediodía, afternoon, whatever. Please, Alison, this next example, my friend.
The concert is at night.
The concert is at night, right? At night, it is a certain part of the day. And finally, please, let's go with Emily.
People give gifts at Christmas.
Good. People give gifts at Christmas, for example, right? People give gifts at Christmas, right? Very good. Okay, so remember, ya les voy a mandar igual este documento, my friends, right? It says, we use at for specific point in time, the exact moment something happens. Uses exact times, hours, moments, certain parts of day, morning, noon, afternoon, evening, night, etc. Holidays when we think date as a point. Specific point, como un punto específico en el tiempo, right? For example, cuando yo digo las personas dan regalos en Navidad, right? People give gifts at Christmas, right? Tip, aquí nos tiene un pequeño consejo, right? Un pequeño tip. Think of us at as a pin on a timeline. Piensa en at como un pin en una línea de tiempo, en un punto específico, en un punto exacto, right? So, remember, we have these examples, right? The class starts at 7:30. We have here what? It is an exact time. What another example I could say? The concert is at 11:30, right? At 11:30, for example. It's a specific time. Es una hora específica, right? It's a specific time. We have here, I go to bed at midnight. I could also say, for example, I have class. I have class at noon, right? I have class at noon, for example, right? We have lunch at noon. The concert is at night. Whatever, right? Okay. Okay, aquí no aplica afternoon, my friends. Aquí me equivoqué. Ni evening. Night, midnight, right? Okay. So, all right, my friends, before we continue, antes que continuemos, you know what to do. We're gonna finish this meeting and connect again immediately, okay? See you in 1 minute, guys.